Hi friends, today's session we will cover who is the target customer segment for MVP and how do you choose or identify these target customer segment. Eric Ries says the only way to win is to learn faster than anyone else. He has popularized the concept of MVP in his book The Lean Startup and based on his learnings from his guru Steve Blank and also based on his experiences on working on two failed startups. He has given the definition of MVP, and the definition is MVP is the simplest version of a product that allows a team to collect the maximum amount of validated learning about customers with the least amount of effort. Now, in the definition of MVP, the primary purpose of the MVP is hidden. The primary purpose of the MVP is to facilitate the learning by giving a product into the hands of the real users as quickly as possible. The team is determined to obtain the valuable feedback, to validate the assumptions, and iterate based on those user insights that they receive from those customers. The MVP's primary objective is to serve as a vehicle for experimentation and iteration, enabling the team to refine and improve the product over time. Overall, the MVP approach emphasizes heavily on the importance of speed, experimentation, and customer feedback in the product development process. It encourages the product development teams to adopt a lean, iterative approach to building and refining products, focusing on delivering value to customers while minimizing the waste and maximize the learnings. Two important objectives: minimizing the waste and maximizing the learnings from the customers. Engineering is super expensive, therefore, avoid the feature factory. MVP should be very minimal. Hence, the focus is on minimizing the waste, the same concept which is taken from Toyota's lean manufacturing process. Now, the target audience for MVP has to be chosen very wisely and very carefully. The target audience for MVP are early adopter categories of customers or innovator categories of customers who are willing to try out any new product or a solution. Here are some of the characteristics that should be spotted in order to identify these early adopter or innovator category of customers. MVP is not targeted towards the complete mass market. It is also not targeted for the laggards, because if you go behind the mass market or the laggards category of customers, you are certainly going to be demotivated because the concept is new. Laggards are negative personalities and they will provide you a negative feedback. Early majority or the mass market is a pragmatist kind of a persona, so they will adopt the product once these innovator and early adopter categories of customers have accepted your product. So it is wise to go behind the early adopter and innovator category of customers in the initial phase of your MVP. And these are the individuals who are tech enthusiasts. They are willing to try out new products as soon as they are launched. They are typically more open to experimentation and are willing to accept the initial defects that the product might have or initial limitations that the product might have in order to get an early access to the innovative product. Remember, these are the people who will stand in the queue for the whole night to get an early access to an iPhone as soon as the new version is launched. These are innovator category of customers. They are willing to provide the feedback also in your early development phase. They are very forgiving kind of persona. And they are always willing to look and try out for the solutions for their own problems. And hence they are willing to try to solve it through the technology product that you might have launched, right? Their style is that they are problem solvers by nature, right? And they are also early visionaries. So they will be able to understand the potential value of your product that you are trying to bring into the market in the early stage. And they are also they can also have a forecasting capability that how big your vision is and the problem that you are trying to solve for, right? So look out for those early adopter category of customers and innovator category of customers during an introductory phase of your product, or if you are trying to go for a beta release, or if you are trying to target the early adopter program, right? Hence, two lessons that we can summarize from this session. One is the goal of MVP is to learn from the customers and not for monetization, not for going behind the mass market. Hence, choose your customers for MVP very wisely. Those should be early adopter category of customers and innovator category of customers who are willing to try out new products and are open to provide you feedback. They are willing to invest time with you. If you do not choose the early adopter category of customers, there is a high probability that if you go behind laggards, uh, or if you go behind mass market, there is a probability that they might provide you a negative feedback, which is not the goal of the product, right? So the product market fit will not be achieved and you will not be able to proceed forward on your vision. Thank you so much, friends. Looking forward for more sessions.